This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, which is hosting a 29-year anniversary sale. Ooh.
And in honor of this anniversary, Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania is offering 25% off windows and doors at no money down, no payments, and no interest for a whole year.
Visit renewalbyandersen.com before this deal ends at the end of June.
Feds have busted up a ring responsible for trafficking drugs into Kensington, among other areas of Philadelphia. Still in Philadelphia, DA Larry Krasner has lifted a ban on a journalist. Over 9% of Pennsylvania's workforce doesn't have a high school diploma. Finally, a new BJ's wants to sell booze. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Feds announced charges yesterday against 12 alleged members of a drug trafficking organization that is said to have pumped fentanyl, cocaine, and guns into areas of Philadelphia, including Kensington, over the last year, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. Prosecutors explained that the group's leader, Wilfredo Avila, along with other members of the rings, operated at least 14 stash houses. U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive Agents seized nearly 60 firearms, over 4 pounds of cocaine, and more than 50,000 doses of fentanyl as part of the bust. These aforementioned charges include trafficking of firearms, as well as those, of course, related to drugs. One member, Ahmed Perez, remains a fugitive as of the recording of this episode. It was last month when District Attorney Larry Krasner banned journalist Ralph Cipriano from press briefings for, apparently, Cipriano's repeated disruptions, asking questions without first being called on, and his talking over other reporters, reports Axios Philadelphia. Now, writes Axios, Krasner has, quote, removed the muzzle, unquote, on Cipriano by lifting this ban. Cipriano used to write for the Philadelphia Inquirer and now covers the DA's office on his blog, Big Trial. This muzzle removal comes after Krasner's office recently warned reporters in writing to follow its rules with concerns to briefing decorum. Don't interrupt each other and only ask questions, quote, at the appropriate juncture, unquote, i.e. when called on. Says Melissa Maluski, an attorney for journalism advocacy group Pennsylvania News Media Association, of these rules, quote, this kind of policy can be applied inappropriately to the detriment of the press. That would create constitutional concerns. 9.4% of Pennsylvania's workforce doesn't have a high school diploma, states the Bucks County Courier-Times. Data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows that this percentage either attended high school but never got a diploma or GED, more specifically, or just dropped out before high school. This makes Pennsylvania the 10th state with the lowest rate of adults without a high school diploma, a spot which it tied for with Massachusetts. Butler County had the lowest rate of adults without diplomas of them all. There's a new BJ's that's currently being constructed in Hampden Township, Cumberland County, says PennLive, and it's looking to offer customers beer and wine when it opens up. The location submitted a proposal to the township looking to get permission to transfer a previous liquor license to do this, specifically for on-site consumption and to-go sales as part of an in-store cafe. All it needs now is municipality approval. Happy Friday, everyone. To stay up to date over the weekend, check out PennLive.com. And please don't forget to rate this podcast wherever you may listen to it, and to leave it an honest review, too. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for sticking with us. I'm Claudia Dimuro. Have a great weekend, and hopefully you come back all refreshed for another week of Today in PA.
This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, which is hosting a 29-year anniversary sale. Ooh.
And in honor of this anniversary, Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania is offering 25% off windows and doors at no money down, no payments, and no interest for a whole year.
Visit renewalbyandersen.com before this deal ends at the end of June.